And we're on.
We're on. Oh my God. It's happening.
It's happening. We're recording a new podcast, everyone. I can tell you're excited. If you're super excited about this, post in the chat. If you're excited, wait, you can't because there's no chat interaction. I can't even see it.
Nope, neither can I.
It's not happening. You don't count this time, chat.
Nope.
Just like the people in Power World, you're not allowed to do things that we don't like.
Oh my God.
Those poor people.
Oh.
So.
When was the last time we did this?
Oh God. I don't remember. We didn't publish. We had 2 podcasts in the can that didn't go up.
Yeah, it's my fault.
We still have to put those out. You just put them up. You don't have to do anything to them. Yeah.
I'll just put them up. Yeah.
Then this one has to go third. So if you're listening to this live, you're lucky because no one else is going to be able to hear this until those other 2 are up, which means it's probably going to be like March. Right?
Oh God, I hope not.
No.
Nah. We'll retroactively date the other 2 for last year.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can retroactively release them. So just make sure they're in the right order.
No, I can just tell what the recording date was. That's good enough, right?
Yeah. Put it in the title.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter. Nothing like anything we talk about is super topical anyway. It's like the cat.
No, actually, it's wildly out of date now.
Yep.
Hilarious. Or is it?
We're going to be talking about like hula hoops and the Alligator Bob and
Alligator Bob. He was a good one.
this brand new Brady Bunch movie just came out.
What? Oh, yeah.
The 70s? I don't know.
Was it the 70s?
This has to be one of our worst cold opens ever.
No, we've done worse.
You think so?
Yeah. There was that one time I didn't say anything for like a minute and a half.
That was like, actually, that wasn't a cold open. We started with this, right? We started with that, and then like we eased it to the. Stop it! I don't appreciate that kind of thing. Don't you dare! And then I kind of eased it off, and it was like, oh, here we are. It's the podcast. And then you were just like, hi.
Hi.
You were such a young podcaster back then.
Oh God, we were so young.
It was exceedingly so.
Back when we were young and stupid.
In the heady days of 2022. Did we start in 2022? I feel like we did it for most of last year at least.
We did do it for a lot of last year. Do these work in here?
What are we? Is that the sound?
That's the quack. Yeah, they do work in here.
Quack.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, are we doing the fucking timer? We're not doing that, right?
No, I don't have that open.
Yeah, okay. We're ditching that and just doing free-form podcasting, which means the length will probably go from like 90 minutes to 180 minutes. So
It's over when it's over.
it's over when it's fucking over, and I want to hear about it.
Yeah.
All right. It's gonna start too when I want it to.
Yeah. You have to tell a joke first.
Oh fuck. My kid told me a good joke recently. Like he wrote a new one. No, it was actually pretty good. He's gonna be a comedy writer for like, I don't know who, but
It would be amazing.
he wants to learn to write good jokes, and he's either gonna be a history professor or a comedy writer. That's my my guess. I'm taking bets. All right, a joke. Why don't you tell a joke?
Okay. What do you call a cow with no legs?
I know this, but I can't remember the answer. What?
Ground beef.
Ground beef. I'm laughing. Can't hear me.
Oh.
I laugh on the inside, everybody.
I'm weeping.
Ground beef.
Ground beef. Good times.
Yeah, I think we did that one before.
The ground beef joke? No.
No, I think that was one of our cold open jokes.
Doing a joke?
Here's a
I think
joke.
we always had a joke.
My life.
That or you'd interrupt me.
I didn't know.
Yes? Maybe?
We already had a joke.
I did.
Well, this is the BITCHELL test. I am Great Bit,
I'm Miss Mitchell.
and we're doing the podcast now.
Live.
Again, live.
Before a studio.
Studio audience. I mean, right?
OBS studio.
The OBS studio audience. That's really cool. We should remember that.
I have an audience member.
You do?
Yeah, she wants me to give her snacks.
Oh, I get it. I know what you're talking about.
Yep.
What's my
What Kitty
Twitch
wants. You know what she did this morning?
I have one viewer. It's probably you. What'd you do?
Probably me. This morning, Kitty got up on the sofa and she couldn't sit on me.
Yeah.
So she decided to go like make angry face on the blanket and then started kneading the blanket. But then like her legs slipped off the side. And then she ended up stuffing her paws like all the way down to the bottom of the couch cushions.
Wow.
She looked super awkward.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
One of the cats in my house this morning barfed. A shape of a barf that looked a lot like Florida.
Oh, classic Florida.
Yeah. Cat barf, Florida. And,
Amazing.
you know, I mean, I don't know if it's like supposed to be a statement, but I felt it was political.
All cat barfs are political.
So that's interesting.
They are
I've
all
decided
protesting.
to talk about that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
the cat
crossing
story I have for
cats
today.
off of the list.
Basically?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
So here we are. What do we do?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
What do? We talk about stuff.
Yeah, we talk
Where
about
have we
stuff.
been?
It's been like 4 years, 4 months at least.
At least,
Since
yeah.
the last time we did this.
Yeah. I went on a vacation and then I came back.
I think we actually talked about your trip to the island, didn't we?
Oh, we might have.
We don't want to retread our old material because
Okay.
all three
no.
of our...
I was just trying to like go back to when we last had something like
No, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should
And
have
then
kept
like
notes.
you got busy and then I got busy
And then I got sad.
and you got sad.
I had a sad.
And then it was the holidays, which no one's doing anything on the holidays.
Exactly. And then...
You're either working too hard or you're being assaulted by the festivities.
Festivities assault.
Yeah.
A real problem these days.
Yeah, I would like to file a criminal complaint.
I don't
So
know.
much stress. Why do we put so much stress on ourselves over the December holiday?
Like, it's the funny thing. Like, I had exactly like 2 people to buy for this year. I was still stressed out.
Yeah. I just had the one.
Like back in the day, I had like, you know, best friend and her entire family to think about, you know?
Yeah.
Now
Oh,
it's
God.
just like my kid and my mom.
Yeah.
And I
No,
still
I-
was just completely beside myself with anxiety.
Yeah. I want to do more than I do.
No,
I
you
always
don't.
go into the holiday season thinking, I'm like, oh, this will be the year that I send everybody cards or something. And
No,
then
you don't.
it never happens. And then I get mad at myself about it.
It's so
I'm a
bad.
terrible person for not doing this. But like it's
No.
not my jam. It's just not.
No.
This is not what I want to do on the holidays. I don't want to sit there and fill out 500 Christmas cards.
Mitchell, live your truth, which means not doing menial labor.
It means sitting in my pajamas and eating an entire box of dried fruit.
Yes.
That's what I really want to do.
Then you have some
much
interesting
all the
bathroom
time.
times afterward.
Oh, it's so nice though. So cleansing.
Interesting bathroom times with the
I have a
Mitchell.
sad story about the bathroom, but we can get into that later.
Oh yeah, you have a big. We should go over like. I think you have a big story, and I don't think it's in your It's on your list, is it?
Oh, it's probably in there.
The betrayal.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that's what we should start with.
The betrayal. I was betrayed by my cats.
I
on the
think you
toilet.
were cat betrayal.
How I hurt my back.
Exactly.
Oh my god, it's the only thing I can focus on for the last 3 weeks. 2 weeks? It's
That
only
means
been
you're
2
not taking
weeks,
a-
actually.
Mitchell, that means you're not taking enough pills.
Am I not?
When you take more pills, you have less problems. until the pills wear off.
No, I think it'd have more actually.
So long as you have an endless supply of pills, no issues.
I don't think they would have saved me from this.
Well, no, but I mean, like from the pain.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
It might even kill the pain.
It helps with the pain a lot. It's down to a dull roar.
That's nice.
If I'm not taking anything right now, but yeah. What day was that? We can give you the exact date. Tuesday, January 16th.
Oh, so it wasn't that long ago.
Nope.
I had a feeling it was like a long time ago.
I wish it was, but it hasn't been that long. If it had been further back in time, I might be like further along in my healing process, right?
That's true.
Yeah, but I'm not. Anyway, I was feeding the cats. I got them their beef with tuna. Or was it beef with gravy? Beef with gravy. Filled up their little bowls, and they were like doing their little dance and chirping at me, going, "Oh my god, we've never eaten in our entire lives."
I'm doing
Basically.
sound effects.
Exactly, yeah. And I bend down and I put their bowls on the ground. And at this point, I'm holding nothing. And when I go to stand up, it doesn't work.
Your stand-up broke?
My stand-up broke.
Your stand-up unit, it was out of warranty?
I felt a sudden, sharp, horrible, agonizing pain in my lowest of low backs. And then I sat in a chair and it made horrible noises. And then for a brief moment in time, for maybe about 5 to 30 minutes, I was worried that my spouse was going to take me to the emergency room.
Don't be worried. You might have had to have gone, depending.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm
I then laid on the sofa for 2 days.
have a spouse there to take you.
Exactly. But yeah, I ended up having to lay on the sofa for 2 days because I couldn't stand, I couldn't sit, and I couldn't lay down.
God.
But like laying on the sofa is like the least amount of effort, right? So I did that.
Right.
And then by the end of 2 days, I felt better. Doing pretty good. Went and saw a doctor about it. And they gave me some stretches. And then, like that second Friday after, I went to the bathroom. And as I was sitting there on the toilet,
in 3 days.
I threw my back out again.
Oh no!
Doing nothing.
Bathroom's got some bad karma wrapped up in it. It seems like.
Maybe. Anyway, that moment like broke me. It was the first time that I broke down and cried for like 24 hours. Then I was fine.
No, it's when
I've
you're
been getting better since.
When your body really betrays you like that, it's a fucking thing, man.
It's horrible, right?
Yeah.
And it's like I know like what the problems are and what I need to do to fix it, but I can't do things like strength training to make the area stronger because it still
hurts. Yeah, you still got pain.
Yeah, so right now I can't lean forward.
Jeez.
It's just not a direction I should be going in.
A bad direction for you.
I discovered in dance class this week because I've gone back, but I'm like not doing nearly as much as I used to. Bowing out is half of it, I think. They're like, I need to isolate my chest from my hips, and the act of doing that means like holding my low back in place or like acting against it in those muscle groups, and they're used for that. I've discovered.
They
so I can't
really
do anything
are.
that does that. Yeah, it hurts a lot.
You wouldn't think so, but
I was like, oh, I should be able to like do this. Like, there's no bending forward involves. Like, there kind of is.
Like turning the knob on the fucking stove involves your back muscles. Depending on how you do it, it's they're tied into everything.
I have to lean forward. I'm too short.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like the back muscles are constantly getting a workout, but if they get neglected in some way, you don't think about them, so you just fucking tear them up without realizing it, and then you're just flat on your back for days and days. Yeah,
that and like my spine was twisted out of alignment for my tailbone, so that helped put pressure on my on a tendon or ligament that connects your spine to your hip.
Damn.
Just connected all those muscle groups. That's where it all originated.
Right.
But nothing's broken that I know of. I didn't have any nerve damage.
They must have given you like a CAT scan or something.
No, I went in and saw somebody. They did a muscle test and everything like that, and I wasn't exhibiting any symptoms that would require that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So.
Just pain.
Just
shrug.
Agonizing pain.
Just terrible, agonizing pain.
For me, which is probably unbearable pain for a normal person. I have a crazy high pain tolerance.
Because you're really tough.
No, I just tolerate pain really well. It's not a good thing because it means I will like ignore problems until they become really bad.
It also probably means you're a bad enough dude to save the president's daughter.
Yeah, I guess. I was thinking, like, do I want to?
Come on. I mean, pretend it's 1985 or something.
Oh,
That'd be worse. The
pass
thing
the
is,
bottle.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, having a high pain tolerance is definitely good in a lot of ways, but
It's
it
also
can
bad.
get you into trouble. Yeah.
It can get you in trouble when like you don't realize that the dull roar you feel in your side is like your organs have rotted. Which happened to somebody I know who has a high pain
my
tolerance.
God.
Yeah, their gallbladder died in their body, and then
They were like, I don't understand why my chest is turning all green. Can you help?
they finally went to the doctor. They had like pneumonia and stuff, and they're like, your gallbladder's dead. Um,
That's horrible.
yeah, it's crazy, right?
But I guess if you're going to lose like one of those organs, it's the one that's like, you can remove and not worry about. Oh, the appendix does the same thing, right? Sometimes the
think so,
appendix
yeah.
goes
There's
bad.
a few.
Yeah.
There's a few.
So stupid old organs that are no longer required.
Yeah, but if your like organ is dead and rotting in your body, you have other problems to worry about.
Probably. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Hey, like, you wanna have a
You have
dead
really bad
organ? I
problems.
mean, it's up to you. This is America, But
I don't think you get that choice anymore. This is America.
I hope not.
I think it's required.
If we could sell our dead organs for money, it would be absolutely be an inalienable right. It'd be like our organs are like our children or something.
No one's gonna buy your dead organs. It's not how it works.
if some white guy can make money on it, it's legal. Believe me. So
Anyway, that's how I hurt my back.
yeah, the back.
I fed the cats.
I hope it's getting better.
I think it is. I'm able to sit again.
Sitting is so important to a lot of stuff, as is standing and
is.
moving.
Standing and moving is huge.
It's funny how integral your back muscles are to everything. You don't think about them at all, but they literally are at the intersection of all your limbs.
It
You know?
is, yeah.
And-
I didn't realize how much I needed that specific spot.
Yeah,
for
I
that
injured
part
my
of
back.
body.
I injured my back ages ago. I can't remember what it was.
Did you also feed the cats?
No, I think I fell down some icy stairs. I think
See-
that's what did it.
That's at least like an interesting and possibly cool story.
Not cool, but interesting, sort of, I guess.
It's like it's dramatic. I fell down the stairs.
If you're into
I
ice,
fed the
it's
cats.
super interesting. If you're an ice fan, absolutely, you get
Oh God.
miles of. You can just tell it at cocktail parties.
Which
do I have a
ice are
story
we
for
talking
you?
about?
Ice, I don't know. You think about the other ice,
The frozen water?
the frozen water kind.
The frozen water.
So, yeah, glad to hear you're doing better.
Yeah,
You're taking it easy in dance class and all that, right?
I am. Yeah,
That's
way easy.
that is good to be way easy in
Mm-hmm.
because the dancing uses a lot of those muscles.
It does. What about you? Have you hurt yourself recently?
Hey, I think I had COVID. That's something I could talk about.
Ooh.
Yeah. I told you that, like, I thought I had COVID. I tested myself. It came up negative, but then my doctor's like, your old tests aren't going to catch the new strain of COVID.
No.
Yeah.
Mine are expired anyway.
Yeah, I think mine are expired. But it's like, I got sick so fast.
Oh wow.
Like, it was scary,
Oh.
and I was just like, minding my own business, and I just started hacking, and the stuff was coming up. It was just like,
Ooh.
all of a sudden, it was just like, low oxygen times, and I had to like sit up all night, just breathing, or else if I fell asleep, I'd wake up gasping because it was that bad.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I mean, it was only like that for like 8 hours, and it calmed down, but it's like I had after effects of that for like 2 weeks.
Oh wow.
And I don't think I have any like the dumb brain that comes along with COVID, but
No brain fog.
it could just be a bad flu, but
Possibly.
I don't know.
I caught a horrible cold back in like 2008
Yeah.
where I couldn't lay down. I felt like I was suffocating.
Oh God, yeah, those are bad.
And
Yeah,
it
that was a
just
little bit
yeah,
like what's going on with me. Yeah,
Yeah, doctor's like, it's just a virus. You just wait it out. And I was like, okay,
I'm dying.
but I'm dying.
Please help. No, I mean, were you at Alpha at that point? Was your immune system being destroyed by the Ravens brothers?
No. This is way before then.
Was it? Oh, okay.
This is like right out of college.
Oh, jeez.
Way back when I lived on the West Coasties.
The best coast.
West Coast.
Yeah.
Sorry, West Coast.
The West.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I've had the only time I remember being that sick was when I was in high school. And I was living at my dad's house temporarily due to mom problems, and I was laid up on the couch for like 3 weeks, just miserable and unable. Like I couldn't eat. It was like I was weak because I couldn't keep anything down. It was that kind of flu.
Yeah.
And it took forever for me to like slowly be able to eat rice and pasta again. You know, it was very weird.
Oh, that sounds like the flu.
Yeah, I think it was a flu. I didn't say cold, but
Yeah.
it's some
I just
rhinovirus.
I just assume if you're throwing up, it's the flu, and if you're not, it's something else.
It's exactly it. I knew it was a flu at the time. I think I just said cold because
Yeah.
that's the only time I can remember like being sick. There was the time I did PCB by mistake and didn't sleep for 4 days, but that's not
Ooh,
that's
that's exciting.
do with a virus.
How do you do that by accident?
That's me going to a Jethro Tull concert and just taking some shit that some guy gave to me next to the next
Oh
seat.
no.
That was like I was like 19 or something. It was
Oh no.
one of those things you do, and boy did I regret it. Emerson, Lake and Palmer was opening up for Jethro Tull, and I cannot hear their music anymore.
Oh no.
If I hear any ELP on the radio, I turn it off. So I'm just like, oh God.
Bad memories.
Everything was going really fucking wrong for like that whole night. And I went home and I just couldn't sleep and I kept forgetting to breathe.
Oh no.
Going into a panic because I don't know what's wrong. My whole autonomic nerve system like shut off.
That's intense.
Yeah. It was just like, this is good. Now your brain's broken. But I eventually came out of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
I mean, you're here now.
Emerson, Lake and Palmer were sacrificially murdering a Hammond B3 organ on stage while I was slowly slipping into a war drug panic. It was wild.
Wow. Rude, actually. Very rude of that person to do that to you.
Yeah, I don't know what the point was. Like, just like me and him have been chatting and shit and just like, yeah, I love this and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, he was like, you want something? I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm thinking he's gonna, because everyone's passing joints. Because it's basically like, you know, the prog rock version of Grateful Dead. Everyone is high, you know? And, yeah, we were already stoned when I got there. So I was like, yeah, let's light it up. And he just produced a couple pills. He's like, this will keep you going. I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, I gave a shit. And,
oh, no.
That was the problem.
Yeah.
That sounds like this is the next segment.
Oh, no.
A bad problem. During Emerson, Lake and Palmer on stage at Great Woods on PCP.
Oh, no.
Great Woods is a great venue. Have you been there?
I have not. I've heard a lot of good things about it.
It's so nice.
Is it an outdoor or an indoor venue?
It's basically the lawn seats are way up high, like in a stadium sense.
Okay.
It's a big amphitheater.
Yeah. All right.
And
outdoor.
But halfway down they have a big roof that covers like the high paying customers.
Oh, the paying customers.
Exactly. Well, no, we paid an arm and a leg to get in there just to sit on the lawn. But,
okay.
It's a good time. It's really chill.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can smoke a lot of weed. No one can tell. But yeah, I've been there a few times for a bunch of bands. I went there for my first ever concert, which was Tina Turner when I was 7. It was amazing.
That was Tina Turner. Wasn't she the one who died? And you came in and you're like, oh no, Tina Turner's dead. Like,
I think I told the story about seeing her at concert.
Of the podcast.
Yeah, Tina Turner died, yeah.
Yeah.
But I did talk about that. She changed her outfit like 30 times. It was incredible.
I think that's required.
I don't know. It's just how she did it, you know?
3 songs, 10 costume changes each song.
And I think Eddie Murphy was talking about her once on about her, and he mentioned how many times she changed her outfits.
Yeah.
But she was incredible in concert.
That's intense to do costume changes and perform like that.
No, it is. It's
you don't have much time.
And you could tell it was, obviously not lip sync. She was just from the old school, and the whole band was perfect. There was like 40 people on stage, all wailing away.
Yeah.
Just a great time.
Wow.
So anyway, Tina Turner is dead again.
Well, not again.
And Mr. Lincoln Palmer gave me, post-trauma.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had like knives and hammers and shit, and he was just like taking it apart while it was on. The whole point is like the organ was on while he was massacring it. So it made these screeching noises and wailings and like he knew how to make it cry. It was just like, oh my God.
This is disturbing.
It was wild. And I don't know what gave them that idea. I read about that later on. It was somewhat legendary.
Maybe they had talked to the guy who stood next to you before the show.
They had 3 old Hammond B3 organs they were playing to murder on stage. And they had 20 tour dates. So they chose 3 at random.
Huh.
And we got one of them.
Wow. Intense.
It was. Especially on PCP.
Uh-huh.
I asked the guy, what did you give me? He was like, dude, it's just a PCP. I'm like, oh my God.
Rude.
Literally like, one pill makes you bigger, one pill makes you small. It was like having like fucking.
Oh, I like that song.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I had to go ask Alice and lay in bed for 3 days.
Yep.
So that's that. We covered a lot of topics there.
We've talked about a few things, yeah.
Everybody who's listening to this should know that we haven't done this in a long time, so we're maybe out of practice.
We've never done it live this either.
Yeah, I mean it's not very different.
No, it's not. Though
I'm not thinking about possible viewers. We have 2 viewers, but I'm not looking at chat. So
yeah, me neither.
Get wrecked, viewers.
Ah, supposed to be listening anyway.
Get, lose, have, fail.
Get, lose, have, fail. I forgot about that.
It's so good, though. I think about that at ARML when I say that. I'm like, I told you to get, lose.
Oh, my goodness. I feel like Get, Lose, Have, Fail was the entire theme of January since it tried to kill me and my spouse.
No, yeah, your spouse had some problem too, right?
Yes. So, like, I hurt my back, right?
Yeah.
And then they have the audacity to fall down the stairs 2 weeks later.
How dare you?
Slipped, fell down like 4 steps. Horrible noise, mind you.
I believe
Horrible noise hearing somebody fall down a staircase.
Yeah, exactly. Spouses make that spouse noise when they hit the stairs.
There was no noise. That's what made me panic about it, actually. At the end, there was nothing. Silence. I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. Someone's died. Who's going to take care of me? Because I can't lift anything.
It just sounds like they clipped into the banister at the end and just crashed.
Oh, I think that's what saved them, actually, is they were able to grab it. But yeah, they're pretty banged up. They're okay.
That's good.
Everyone did throw away their socks afterwards, though.
I heard you burned them.
No, he threw them away. Thought about burning them. The thing that was burned was my neighbor and all of his yard wares that he has been accumulating for the last 6 months today.
Oh, God.
That smelled disgusting.
This isn't leaf burning season. Is it is it a leaf burning season in Rhode Island?
No, it's illegal.
Jesus Christ.
Inside city limits in a dense urban area? Why? The yard waste truck comes every week. Just put it on the curb.
Neighbor's like, nah, I'd rather do fire.
Rather burn it in this tiny metal tin I got at Ocean State job lot.
I don't know.
It smells so bad. My whole house is disgusting.
It's going to smell even worse when it's sodden because of all the snow.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like a pile of rotting bamboo. Because one person in the neighborhood decided to plant bamboo. And now we are all plagued with it because they got the kind that sends out runners.
No, bamboo on our soil, especially here in the Northeast, is a sick weed.
Yeah, it is unhinged.
Absolutely out of
I
control.
hate it. So, but yeah, they decided they were going to burn it, and it's wet, it's waterlogged, it's rotting. It never dried out.
Yeah,
It
way to
smells
go,
really bad.
fucking neighbor.
Yeah, thanks. I wanted to go over there and complain, but at the same time, I don't.
We're
don't
calling
wanna
out
talk to
neighbor
my
on
neighbors.
a famous podcast. They'll probably hear us. Get wrecked, neighbor.
I doubt
that
it.
was stupid. You're a bad neighbor for burning bamboo.
This is my passive aggressive solution: complaining about it to total strangers.
When we get famous and they listen to all the old episodes, they'll
Oh
hear
no!
it. They'll hear it.
Well, I'll have to delete the early access one.
No, this is still beta. That's right.
Yeah, early access.
We
So
should,
the originals were alpha. This is beta.
The beta
The early
episodes
access.
0.011.
Yeah,
It's our early access phase.
early access. EA.
Go to the Patreon and see if we ever finish an episode.
No. It was we set up an OnlyFans.
That's right.
Because only fans.
It's only
would
for
donate to
fans.
us. Yeah.
It's just for fans. It's not. There's no other connotations.
Nope. OnlyFans are allowed
normal. If you ask OnlyFans, they'll tell you that. They're like, "Oh, this isn't about
Yeah.
fucking.
It's just a fan site.
Custom pornography." No, it really isn't. All right.
No. We talked about setting up the Patreon.
We definitely did.
We were gonna have a feet pics option. You could get pictures of my cat's feet. Remember?
Feet pics tier.
Yeah.
Would be like the only tier.
$9.99 a month.
I have a cat who has the cutest little toesies. I think we could get a lot of play on that.
Oh, I love the beans.
Cashola. Just
Beans.
from the top, the edges of his toes are white. Oh. So it looks like he's wearing like little dress pumps. It's adorable.
Oh my goodness, that sounds adorable.
He is very covetous of them. When I touch them, he bites me. So I got scars all over my hands.
My cats don't bite me when I touch their paws, which is funny because the one cat doesn't want to be touched ever.
But I guess maybe if the cat, like, so long as you don't touch him on his head or his belly or whatever, like the feet are like, the very extremes of their bodies. So maybe they're just relaxed about it.
Maybe. I don't know.
My
They're
cat
both
thinks
asleep right now.
My cat thinks his feet are like where his soul resides. So that's why I constantly touch them, because I'm bored. So
Does
get a rise
your
out of
kitty have
my cat.
extra long toe furs that go over the beans?
No. He's
mine
not
does.
He's like a fuzzy short fur. Like he's a Fisher cat, so he has a super thick undercoat.
Oh.
Yeah. So he can swim and stuff. He loves water.
Oh, he sounds adorable.
No, he is. It's adorable until you walk into his water ball that he splashed all over the floor. Yeah, that's fun.
Well, okay. I can relate to that too.
He plays with his water before he drinks it. So
That's the uncute part. No, mine just like drop things in it and then drag the thing that they dropped in it and leave it somewhere, like a sock or an entire pair of pants or
Don't you love me?
6 mittens.
That's a very particular thing. I've never heard that before.
Oh my god! One year Thanksgiving, I think it was the first Thanksgiving after we adopted this cat, Savvy cat. We were going out. It was cold. It was below freezing, and we hadn't even left the house yet, so it was really cold that day. And so we had to dig all our winter gear out because that wasn't a thing until that moment.
Right.
And I left the box of hats open.
Wow.
And we came home. Kitty had pulled out 11 winter hats, dipped all of them in the water dish, and left them laying on various surfaces throughout the house, including the sofa, the chair, the carpet, my side of the bed, and my pillow. Don't raccoons wash their food sometimes? They were soaked. They were absolutely soaked. They were so wet.
Raccoons will wash their food. They'll go to the water and wash off the food. That's the only mammal I can think would do that.
She just like drops them in the dish and then picks them up again and drags them to the house and then leaves them places.
I just don't understand why.
I don't understand it either.
Like I can theorize as to why my cat makes a mess of his water bowl every 2 days. But that is, I don't know.
No, the behavior is since like scaled back significantly to the point where it's just like the random odd hair tie or whatever that she gets a hold of. But at one point, like at peak like moistening of things, she had tried to drag like 2 giant bath towels up the stairs from the basement through the cat door, got them stuck in the cat door.
Wow.
Well, she was trying to drag it to the water dish.
That's like cat like turned up to
90
11.
inch towels.
Jesus
like
Christ.
They're huge.
Yeah,
it was intense. I don't know why she does that.
So I think that's a cat segment. We have cat segment, right?
We did cats, yeah.
We did cats. We did where have we been, obviously.
Yeah, we've been.
What else?
I was betrayed by my cats.
And betrayed by my cats.
Yeah.
And also great bit on PCP during ELP murdering a him and B3 organ.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We should start a new segment. Pretend there's a noise here. If you're one of our noise fans, just pretend there's a noise right now. You said we weren't doing noises. You promised me. You just want to have control over the noises, so you're like, "Oh,
no,
sure,
it's the
Great
soundboard in Discord. You can
I can't. No noises this time, Great Bit. I promise." Yep.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
I said we weren't using the timer.
You inferred it.
No.
No, you didn't.
Timer app crashes. Can't use it.
Okay.
I think it still crashes. I haven't uninstalled it yet.
All right. Enough gas on your Great Bit segment.
Oh, I didn't add that one. Now I have
You're
to
gonna always have to add that one. All right, you choose another one.
I think okay.
I don't have
when
a lot
to go to the arcade.
Soon.
How soon is soon?
No.
It's an arcade. We could go. I found out there's another one actually.
Where's that?
It's in Massachusetts. Not where you live and not where I live. So
you don't live in Massachusetts.
Equally difficult to get to from both locations.
Well, why not make that the place we go? It's difficult for everyone.
It's not only that, but some people said it was better than the free play place.
All right. Well, if you can figure it out.
Can't remember what it's called. What was it called?
I was at a barcade recently, and the music they play is so loud. It's like I don't understand why.
Barcade. That was the one.
Blaring music.
We went to the barcade.
The barcade.
The barcade got rave reviews, and the free play arcade got meh.
Well,
which is disappointing, but
they had a lot of.
I want to go to free play at least once.
They had a lot of good old games at the one I was at.
Yeah.
And every single game worked the way it was supposed to. Like even like the weird ass 2-gate joystick for Qbert was perfectly tuned.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's just like there wasn't anything that didn't work the way it was supposed to. It was very impressive.
Oh, that's nice.
If they would just turn down the music.
Yeah.
I'm just an old man. So
I don't like loud music either. It distracts me.
We should go to the one that you think is good.
I don't know if it's good. I just know that it's near where I live.
You haven't been there? I thought you went there.
No, I had a couple of friends that went and they said it was great and we should go.
All right.
And then you were like, take me with you. And I was like, okay. And then I never picked a day.
It's like a year and a half ago we made this plan.
Yeah. No, it was like half a year ago.
Well, pick a time and I'll go. Just tell me when. I need a deadline. You know me.
Yeah, you need a deadline. We should aim for what's that fake day of the month this year?
There's a fake day.
March 2nd.
Why not March the 4th be with you? Why not that?
It's a Monday.
Oh, okay. Fuck that. So you want to go to the second? Yeah, sure.
We can go to the second.
I can make time.
We can go. Let's go. And we should go, and then we can do live at the free play. It'll just be the sound of people playing games drunk.
That would be fine.
Then a lot of background noise. I
suppose. A lot of this like that.
Yeah, that's about right.
Mario.
I make all those noises on a daily basis.
That's great. All right. Yeah. Is that a topic?
Sort of. I just wanted to find out if we could figure out a time to do that.
Yeah, let me put that on my
should do that.
calendar. I'm gonna do it right now.
Yeah.
It's time for administrative segment.
Oh, we forgot to do that one.
We don't do that anymore.
Oh no.
It was dumb.
It
Barcade.
was half our podcast.
Yeah, it was a little bit stupid.
Oh.
Bar. Dude, great. All right, I guess I choose one then.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait a minute. I just missed it.
What?
I had a weed gummy last night and it knocked me out hard.
Yes.
Okay, next one. That was a really quick one, but it was super efficient.
It knocked me out so hard. I don't think I like them. It helped with the pain, but also I wasn't conscious, so I don't know if that really helps with the pain, right?
Well, I mean, if you were able to sleep, that's good.
About an hour, and then I woke up and it was over.
That sucks.
Yeah. Then I had to get up
Ugh,
and go to bed.
Get up and go to bed.
Because I was on the sofa.
Oh, you're on the sofa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably wasn't good for your back either.
I mean, of all the things that aren't good for it, I think that's a better choice than other activities.
Maybe, yeah. There's a bunch that would be bad. Like, rock climbing.
Lifting. Well, I mean, rock climbing is all with your legs, isn't it?
You gotta be kidding me. No, it would ruin your back to do that. I think it would
depends.
be... Okay. We'll just go with that.
Depends. I could climb small rocks.
You could climb very small rocks.
The little ones they
yes.
put in a gravel driveway.
Yeah, that would be easy.
You could walk up that.
You could climb those mountains a handful at a time.
Mm-hmm. Crunchy.
Yeah, I have a couple weed gummies. Did I tell the story about my mom wanted me to get weed gummies?
No. What's that about?
Yeah, she was like, I have the best weed gummies. You should have some. This began like a year ago. I'm like, okay, Mom, cool. You know, like, what am I supposed to say? Like, okay, yeah. He was like, it really helps me sleep. Didn't you say you were having trouble sleeping? And I was like, I was having trouble sleeping, like, you know, I'm not telling her a whole lot, you know, but I was like, I was sick or something.
Mm-hmm.
This went on back and forth for a long time. And finally, I just broke down. I'm like, fine. Take me to the weed store. We'll get the weed gummies you'll be talking about. She was like, oh, you're really going to like them. Like, okay, Mom. They're trying, like, as a parental figure, just like, you know, going on and on about drugs and being like, you got to try these drugs. And
It's
like,
such a weird, like...
Yeah. Weird thing.
Weird thing to hear after the whole, like, dare and
Yeah.
the war on drugs.
I grew up with one of those cop cars in my town.
Yeah.
That actually picked up, I don't know, this was like a real thing, but a kid got caught with like a joint at school, and someone told me that the Dare cop car showed up to bring him down to the police station.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was a special unit of the fucking cop club.
Yeah, I mean, as a kid, you shouldn't, because your brain is still developing, and it can have negative side effects, including psychosis later on in adulthood.
Very true.
If you do drugs, including weed as a young person. So don't do drugs, kids.
It was also very legal for everybody when I was in 8th grade, so that's a good reason not to have it.
Yeah, it was illegal.
But
it still kind of is in most of the country.
It is, but I mean, if you ever look at a billboard in the Northeast, you know it's legal here.
Yeah.
Every weed shop is on the billboard trying to get you blitzed.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I finally had them and they were okay.
Just okay.
I was forced to tell my mother something along the lines of, oh, they're great. I love them. Like, I kept like, she was like, so what are they like? I'm like, oh, they're okay. She was like, oh, I really like them. They're really good. And blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay. And then she asked me again, like she forgot.
Oh, no.
You know? And she might have. Shrug.
She might have.
But when I told her that they were the best thing ever, she stopped asking me. So.
Ah.
Could have been.
Did you finish them, or did you just forget about them?
No, I forgot about them. I had like 2.
Okay.
Still sitting next to my bed.
Oh, It's just the same story as all the ones I've ever acquired.
I mean, it's when it comes to getting stoned, it's a lot more fun than smoking it, right? Like,
That's true. Yeah.
you know, it's a lot easier. It tastes like candy, you know, woo. But like, I don't know, like when
I
I've
just
had,
get sleepy.
well, there's that. But every time I've had a good time on drugs, I was with my friends, and every time I've had weed gummies, it was when I was alone and sad. So that could be part of it. That could be part of the problem.
That could be part of the problem.
What we should do, Smitchell, is when we go to the barcade, we should just drop a bunch of weed gummies and get stupid.
I wouldn't make it. I'd fall asleep.
How could you
or
fall
have
asleep
a psychotic
with
episode.
classic pinball machines all over the place? Come on.
I don't know that it's good for anxiety.
It can be bad, but
Yeah.
then the weed guys would be like, no, you got to get the right strain. It's the right strain for your anxiety, man. I'm like, I have cancer. You just need the right strain.
The cashier at the weird weed store doesn't know what that means, so
I don't even know. It's just like I've known so many
know.
weed guys in my life who just thought like you could solve every problem with smoking weed because they were really addicted to it.
yeah. I think a couple months after the shop opened in my neighborhood, I went and I thought I'd walked into like a club
Right.
or wherever it is people buy their fancy Rolodexes for street racing.
What?
Yeah, it was just a bunch of stuff in the glass containers and gold and white lights everywhere and
Yeah, it was like is it an Apple store like got really stoned?
yeah, it was really weird and I was a little concerned that I'd walked into the wrong place.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tried to leave and they yelled at me because I didn't use the right exit door. I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
I don't know. In Massachusetts, there's always has to be a cop stationed there.
Please don't beat me.
Like there's a cop outside and a cop indoors. You got to
There were like
buzzed
3.
in. Yeah.
Yeah, there were a whole bunch. There was a bouncer. There were cops.
Sorry, it's like I just want some weed, and of course, like you know, it's how the town is shaking them down. You know, it's like they're making it really hard for them, and the cop union's like, well, we got to be there 24/7 or some shit. So they get all their extra time, you know, and who knows who they had to bribe to start with, right?
Anyway, it was anxiety inducing and uncomfortable to be there.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Weed is kind of okay. Weed shops, bad.
I don't think.
I've yet to go into one where I didn't feel weird.
Yeah.
I've been in a few.
They all make me feel weird.
This one near my house with the stupidest name.
Mm-hmm.
It's called New Harvest Moons. Moonz.
Okay.
That was like, what the
So they use their own product is what I'm hearing from this.
Yeah,
statement.
it's definitely it used to be a diner, and it's
Oh.
a giant building, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like a few tables, some pamphlets, and a desk, and like a vault door that they have to go in and get everything. And there's 2 cops out front just staring at you the whole time.
Like, order from the menu, takeout only.
It just feels like you have to go in there and be like, yeah, do you have anything to declare? It's like, no, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to get buzzed, you know?
Oh, and they check your ID like 60 times, as if the guy at the door who let you in didn't do
check
a good
it
enough
already.
job. Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad people are getting hired. You know what I mean? I'm glad it's like there's a call for this stuff and people can get it, but it. Like the
Well, and I also think it's really smart to like tax it.
It
as
is
a
smart.
revenue stream.
Exactly.
Like that's smart. Instead of like spending a lot of money criminalizing something that
putting people in prison
isn't worth criminalizing, just get a little tax and revenue off of that and dump it back into local services.
You were never going to stop people from becoming more stupid if they wanted to be. So just tax it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just like the whole like weird municipal lockdown / venture capital / kind of like weird illegality scene is just really uncomfortable, you know?
It is uncomfortable. There is real paranoia though about being robbed in those facilities.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, they do probably carry a lot of cash. Because I know that if you can't use a credit card in Massachusetts to buy.
The one I went to won't take cash.
That's wild.
It's like the exact opposite.
That's so strange.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
you
no
gotta
cash.
I mean, I thought it'd be better. Yeah, I mean,
minimizing.
No, it makes more sense. But like
I think
here,
it does
it's like
too.
in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts is cash only.
Yeah, it's cash or debit card.
Eh.
So you have to have a debit card or cash, and it's because they say that the credit card companies won't give them an account because it's drugs.
Oh wait, maybe I did have to use a debit card.
Maybe.
I know that some credit card companies recently were like, we're not doing this anymore, and like canceling supporting purchasing.
Speaking of
products in weed
OnlyFans, they
shops.
did that to OnlyFans creators for a long time.
They did.
Yeah, they had to create this third party company that like just was a go between credit cards and OnlyFans people.
Yep. Yeah.
Because there was like some law, some criminal court case that scared everybody.
Yeah. Well, and I guess for them, it's sort of like, we can't be associated with this because families.
Family values.
Family values. But like, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you would consider, air quotes, family values, like the opposite of that. Like anything you do as an adult with your partner. No.
You just can't.
You just can't, yeah.
Don't do things.
Anything associated with those activities, and they're all boxed up. Can't look at them.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot to say on that topic.
Yeah, there is.
But it's like, weed shops are weird. Was that the fucking thing we were talking about?
Yeah, I had a weed gummy last night.
The weed gummy, and you knocked you out.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had half of one, actually.
We kind of stayed on topic.
We did, yeah. I tried a quarter one like a week ago.
A quarter?
It was 1/4 of it, yeah. And
How was that?
It was fine. It was fine.
It was fine.
I didn't feel anything, so then I thought half. Half is too much.
You do the wrong thing. You have one and wait 3 minutes and be like, this isn't enough, and then you have 2 more. And then you have a very interesting day.
Oh, these are like 10 milligram.
Is that a lot? I don't even know.
I think so.
Well, don't give them to your dog because they'll shit everywhere.
I don't have a dog, so we're good.
There you go.
We did accidentally spill a bunch of Advil pills on the floor the other day, though.
High drama.
Then we panicked because the cats might eat them.
Yeah, they could.
Yeah, so we had to.
They eat
vacuum
cat food,
everything.
so they'll eat any fucking thing.
Yeah, I don't want them eating those, though. That might get them sick or dead.
Okay.
That'd be the worst thing.
I think it's your turn.
My turn?
My turn? I picked weed gummy.
What about this thing you mentioned the other day about how you want a VTuber?
Oh, my VTuber avatar.
Your VTuber avatar, yeah. And you asked me if I could doodle it for you.
Yeah, like I want something very low effort. As usual, my channel, low effort.
Low effort. This podcast. Low effort.
It's like absolutely everything I do. But I think that...
my note of notes.
Yeah. I had an idea, like, because I think I kind of want, like, this all comes out of wanting to have, like, a camera. Like, I have a camera, right?
Yeah.
But, like, if I'm going to be in front of, like, a webcam, like, I feel like I have to, like, I don't do something with myself, you know? Like...
Dress nicely?
I don't know, just, like, like, I want to be shaved, and I want to, like, I always brush my teeth. I don't, just before I get on. And I don't want to do that. So, I'd rather just stay dirty.
Yeah. No, I hear that. I hear that.
I'll do it. I'll do all that shit before I go to bed. But, that was the first thing. I kind of like, it'd be nice to have something, And then I started watching these Japanese streamers, right? Mm-hmm. Because, I use a VPN sometimes because I need to watch mahjong and sumo wrestling.
Yeah.
So my computers think I live in Tokyo. So I start getting all these Japanese streamer recommendations, and some of them are really cool, and a lot of them have like auto translate turned on, so when they talk, the text appears, in Japanese, and then it gets translated into English automatically.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. And then all the chat, sometimes they have it for the chat, and sometimes they don't. And it doesn't always make sense, but you get the gist of what's being talked about, right?
Yeah.
Which is really cool. And then some of them have the same setup, but instead of him hearing your voice, the text output gets read by a computer. Because they're shy and they don't want to use their voice, which is like a very Japanese thing. I haven't seen any Western YouTubers do that.
So they're like, they're talking, but you don't hear their voice.
Right.
And there's some text-to-speech client
that's talking for
reading
them.
the translation out.
Right.
On stream. Oh, that's interesting.
Well, it's not the translation. They don't, the voice, the voice.
Or just saying out loud what they're saying.
In Japanese, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of those guys don't have the English translation, but like I'm just immersed in this world now because retro and a lot of weirdo Japanese games are being played in Japan, if you can't believe it. They play Japanese games in Japan, so
yeah,
stuff that wasn't released here, and there's always something I'm learning. But at any rate, so I wanted to have a persona on screen. You got the auto translate and then the voice mod, right? And I thought, would it be cool if I had a VTuber avatar that, used the voice, sort of voice, the auto voice mod, so when I spoke, it heard my words and then repeated them. But then it was translated into Japanese from my English. And I had that on the screen, right? So it's like English and Japanese. So Japanese viewers can hear what I'm saying, right? Understand what I'm talking about. They can read it. But then the voice mod's going to be read by a phonetically Japanese phonetically correct bot. So let me see if I can get this to work. I can actually give you a demo of it. What it's going to sound like. Yeah. Go to Translate, Google Translate. Because this is where it began. People have been doing this for a while. So we're going to do detect translation to Japanese. Right. So go like this, right? We want to tell it we're typing Japanese, right? So there we go. Hello, how are you in English, right? And then we tell it to read it.
You got to start with English, Japanese, right?
No, you just tell it's the Japanese, then it reads it out. Why isn't it not? I can't hear it. Oh, I know why. Here we go.
Hello, how are you?
Can you hear that?
But it sounds like, wait, it's Japanese accented English?
That's right. So I am great.
This is what you want.
This is what I want. I am great.
Oh, God.
And I like trains. There we go. How about that?
There you go.
We have it read as
Hello, how are you? I am great bit and I like trains.
So that would be the whole thing. Like every time I talk, that's how it would sound.
Oh my goodness.
And like
that's amazing.
There are some people on TikTok that are using that, but they kind of like it came and went really quickly. But I still think it's hilarious. So,
that's funny.
Yeah, I would welcome. I mean, let me do some actual copy.
Welcome to the global village.
Village, yeah.
Of Richie Majan.
Oh, I ran out of thing. I have to start a new one. Okay, here's what it would sound like.
Welcome to the global village of Rich Majon.
So that's my voice, right?
Amazing.
And the VTuber avatar is just a PNG. It's like a flapping PNG. You see them, like some streamers have them, like Rezul and some other guys who do mahjong. And but it's going to be a trash can, and the name of the character will be Trashu-chan, because it's trash and it's going to be a girl. So it's Trashu-chan.
Uh-huh.
It sounds like trash can.
Oh, okay.
And every time Trashu-chan opens her mouth, which is the lid, there'll be mahjong tiles inside.
Oh.
Because my mahjong is trash.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's designed to be off-putting and weird. And it's
Yeah,
pretty
it
much
ticks all the boxes.
what I'm going for. That's what we always want here on the BITCHELL test.
Yeah.
And,
So when you say trash can, what kind of trash can?
like an old aluminum one, right?
Old aluminum. Like the one my neighbor used to burn his trash in?
Yes. Like an Oscar the Grouch trash can, right?
Yeah.
And you know, the front of the trash can is going to have big kawaii anime eyes on it, you know, but the mouth will be like on the top. And and you know, it'll when it talks, it'll be like this.
Welcome to the global village of Reach Mahjong.
It has to be faster. But yeah, that's sort of.
You could just record that and speed it up.
Oh, I could, yeah, but it's like I need it to be like it's not 100% easy to get that done. I might actually have to rent time on a server to run the AI to listen to my voice, but I think it'll be worth it. That's my concept. What do you think?
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Are the mahjong tiles? It's just like scattered about, or is it the teeth?
No, like you just see them bouncing around in my mouth
Okay.
because it's full up to the lid with mahjong tiles.
Okay.
Because I'm that bad. Trashu-chan.
No, that's just how many games you've played, right?
So, I don't know. Like I don't think it's going to be offensive to people who are VTubers.
No.
You know, unlike my other idea for VTuber avatar, which was just a potato with lipstick on it, because tubers are potatoes. Haha, funny VTuber. I was told by Miko, absolutely no question, that would be not looked well upon.
To do a potato with lipstick?
Yeah, because I'd be making fun of the concept of being a VTuber.
That's true, you would. Yeah.
And Miko's a great VTuber. If you're listening, Miko, Miko's one of our listeners, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, Miku Latte, for turning me around on that and changing my life.
Yeah, I've dropped in a few of their streams. They're fantastic.
They're very good. And I've completely turned my life around since then, and I've landed on this possibly racist VR avatar.
Just
virtual avatar.
Yeah, probably.
Sort of, like, kind of, like, I don't know, but
Maybe.
I'm going to wait for someone else to tell me before I stop.
You're getting canceled for this one if anybody gets canceled.
I don't know. Because I'm speaking English through the Japanese, phonetical Japanese AI voice, you know, so it could be seen as kind of blue, you know. You think it is? It's not cultural appropriation. It really isn't.
No, not really.
But what is it?
Are you making fun of them?
Making fun of the trash can?
Of the people who speak English that way.
I'm not.
Question mark. You sound unconvinced.
Look. You know, I'll do my, like, you know, come to Jesus tour when it's time. All right. I'll definitely.
So, like, in 10 minutes.
No. You're gonna kill me. If we put work into this and I end up getting canceled for it, I'm gonna be very annoyed.
I do know a lot of people love listening to your voice, and
yeah,
it's a different voice.
I know. My voice is like my only thing that is going for me. But
what if it was like a text to speech, some kind of thing, where you had like your little Trashu-chan there in the corner is your buddy.
Oh, so it's sort of like, oh yeah, she could come along for the ride, and then people could do TTS through Trashu-chan.
It would sound terrible.
But it wouldn't be the whole point. I wouldn't be putting myself up there as I am this person, but we could have a laugh at the obvious artifice of this TTS spot.
Perhaps.
And then once we slide in Trashu-chan as a friendly little goblin who hangs out with Grapeit. Then I have a whole stream with her on it. And
You
it's
have a whole
funny.
conversation with her.
Yeah. No?
But yeah, the art, the main piece is just flushing the art out. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that works. I think
I'll make you 2 horrible trash cans.
one with the mouth closed, one with the mouth open.
One might contain mahjong tiles.
I'm hoping it will.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for this, you know.
Oh,
Make sure you get it right.
I wouldn't pay for it either.
No, seriously, I want to give you something, but I
No.
don't know what it'll be. Like a shoe.
No, we're good. I just need more projects.
I found a shoe.
You found a shoe. Oh, I did find a shoe. After I accidentally destroyed all my shoes, my poor shoe collection.
Oh no.
Yeah. I was tearing down a wall and it just evaporated, just gone, along with the shelf.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm a little sad about it. That's where I grew all my beets.
So like a shelving unit fell?
Yeah, I was playing Raft.
I remember you playing Raft. I didn't look at it, but yeah, I know I saw you
I was
playing
playing
Raft.
Raft and I was doing some reorganization and I took down a wall and I forgot that I had my rack of shoes on the other side.
Wait a
They
minute.
were gone.
You're talking about something in a game.
Yeah.
This happened in a video game. That's fine. It's very sad, you know.
Yeah, I'm just doing some light demo in my house after hurting myself.
I
It's
really
fine.
thought that's what was happening. I thought you were fucking taking down an axe to the wall. Like, damn, are you okay?
I don't have an axe. I have a hammer.
I'm a hammer. If I had a hammer,
It's loud though. I
I'd
don't
knock
like loud
down your
noises.
walls
Oh, the cats would be terrified.
all over this land.
With my luck, I would hit a wall that had like a live wire in it that wasn't safely insulated.
Welcome to the global village of Reach Majon.
Just thought I'd say that again.
Oh, but this isn't the global village of Richimajang.
It isn't
the
though,
BITCHELL
but
test.
it's good to know that somebody is keeping the global village in mind in
That's
these
true, that's
troubling
true.
times. In these troubling times.
In these troubling times. Oh, these times they do be troubled.
All right, so that was. Remind me what we're talking about.
I was asking you about what you wanted for a VTuber.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So that's out there, and people can decide if I'm racist and cancel me if they want to.
Yep. The unsubs are rolling in now.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
To unsubscribe. Actually, don't know.
I have had a big chapter, header in my life recently
Oh.
that I could talk about. I have
How is that?
I have a new best friend.
Ooh.
Yeah, new best
That's
friend.
exciting.
Very, very, very exciting. They're super, super nice, and I don't know. I mean, like, I don't want to get into too much detail, but they're a pretty good cook.
Oh.
So I can talk about that.
Was it cookies?
There was a absolute like box of 30 cookies that I got
Wow.
from new best friend. I don't know. I haven't gotten her like her permission to talk about in specifics yet, but
Right.
she's also a Twitch streamer, it turns out.
What?
Yep.
Crazy.
So we have that in common. We have a lot of things in common, and she's very cool. And we've been dating for a bit, and I don't know. It's helped me. I don't know. I remember a couple podcasts ago, I was sort of like kvetching with you
Yeah.
about whether or not I'd even bother to date, or if I wanted to bring someone else into my life when I was so miserable, or
Yeah.
whatever. And I was really sort of dubious on the whole concept, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just got to a point where I was so lonely, right? There was like a nadir, like there was a crossover, right?
Yeah.
In sort of like the the graph, right? There's a sliding, like, the downward slope is like how upset I was about my old best friend, right? And
Yep.
then there was like the loneliness. The loneliness curve was going upward against that. And then it just kind of intersected.
Yeah.
And I was just like, let's go. You know, it's just like, I don't, you know.
Done being lonely. Let's go.
Exactly. I was too lonely and I was not unhappy enough about my last best friend to stop me. And it took like 2 years almost, you know, to get to that point. But, yeah, I dated one person and it was all right, but we didn't have a lot in common. And then I met my new person and it's been going well for about 2 months, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of months.
It's a few months if you put them
That's
together.
right through the holidays. That's
Well, I guess it
that's
wasn't
the
like a
most
month and a
trying
half.
time through the holidays, right?
No, we met right before Christmas. Yeah,
Okay.
it was like December 21st or something. And I was so down. I just thought like, you know, I was gonna go to this event just to meet some people. You know, it was kind of like
Yeah.
a mixer a little bit, but it wasn't really designed that way. But I don't know. So I met a bunch of new people and we became friends and. I started chatting with all of them online, and you know, just had a good moment with current best friend, and it's just been really cool. You know, I don't want it to sound like I'm on the rebound. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm really happy for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you
yeah.
very
No,
much.
this is very nice. Nice to hear.
Yeah, it's just
You-
cool that somebody
yeah.
like likes me. You know, it's just like
Yeah.
it's what I was worried about. Like, will anyone ever like me again? You know, but this person really appreciates me in a way that I'm not used to at all. You know,
Oh.
like I'm being actually appreciated, which is freaking me out a little bit. You know,
Well, I mean, from what I understand, you maybe didn't get much appreciation
in a way,
previously.
you know, it's just like, you know, when somebody has, you know, needs something you have, and when they don't, you know,
Yep.
it's just it was. You know, that portion of old best friend ended like in 2010, basically. Like at that point, we were kind of missing each other. Really,
Oh.
it's true. But I mean, we were still cool. You know,
Yeah.
I was married and we had a house and a family together, and anyway, I was happy. You know,
Yeah.
but it's like, you know, we were moving. You know, basically, I started like taking her word as gospel, and then she started going to business school, and that's kind of where we diverged.
Ah.
And we got to talk a lot about whether or not marketing is evil, which I believe it is.
Marketing gives me a special kind of yuck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she had a marketing minor, old best friend. So
Like it's
she-
necessary. It's required if you want anything to sell. But at the same time, I'm sort of like,
Oh, I think it's the practice of politics for monetary gain.
oh, I don't like it.
Yeah, it really is. And the problem is that, you know, we have imperfect knowledge and we need to know about goods and services, I suppose. But
Yeah.
what if we were just happy with what we had?
Or what if we just made cool things and didn't have to turn them all into something to buy?
Yeah, exactly. Or fucking have a subscription for.
Yeah.
You know, like what if we did for ourselves rather than depending on the latest app on our phone?
Exactly. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Please subscribe to us. We're part of the problem,
We're on YouTube.
but you like us,
Yeah.
which is different. And you hate Fitbit, so think
I
of that.
don't hate Fitbit. I just never use it.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's one of those things. It's like you buy something, but then you have a subscription to like have a bunch of people like hype you up and do shit. And well, maybe you should have
no,
that.
There's no subscription.
No, there is. You don't have? Do you have a Fitbit? Yeah,
I
got
have
one.
one, but I never had to subscribe.
Well, they give you like a year's free subscription. I don't know. I mean, I just bought it like 4 or 5 months ago.
Oh,
So-
mine's old.
Yeah, maybe you didn't have that.
Mine is old.
Now they have a bunch of dudes who like live in your little Fitbit. There's like fat dad and there's fat mom and there's skinny dad and skinny mom, and then there's youth, and then there's like boy youth, and then there's like the grandmas and the grandpas, and like you choose one to be your coach. It's very like involved. Me and fat
is-
dad are pretty good right now.
Can I choose Ron Swanson?
He's so good. Do you believe Ron Swanson is like all the all the edgelords loved Ron Swanson until he realized that he was basically just like a socialist.
Yeah.
And it was like, I want everyone to be happy, and they're like, "Fuck you, Ron Swanson!" Like the guy who plays him. You know, like come
totally
on,
was.
fuck off.
He was hilarious. I took a selfie with a cutout of Ron Swanson in an airport once.
I think I've heard
Full
that before.
size, life size.
Have you had a few
cardboard
selfies
cutout.
with different cardboard cutouts? I think you have.
No, that was the only one. I was so
Oh.
excited about it. The lady in the Hudson newsstand just gave me weird looks as I ran screaming into the newsstand to take a selfie and then left without buying anything.
You must have had like a book to buy or something.
No, I just needed a picture. It was the lady running the shop.
Well, he was explaining like, yeah, my character is not who you're supposed to be rooting for, you know?
Yeah.
It's like I am the toxic masculine dude.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be like, yay for this guy.
No.
Even though he ends
No.
up being the hero in a lot of episodes, you know?
Well, he's just so like lovable, like a teddy bear,
Exactly. He is.
right? It's like he's got like a toxic relationship with his ex-wife
Yep.
and food and the government and all of his employees and coworkers and himself.
Right. But like it's the same thing with Warhammer 40K with the fascist space marines.
I don't know that, but
Yeah.
I know what Warhammer 40K is.
Yeah, it's these space marines worship a living god who is the emperor,
Oh,
and everyone who doesn't believe him is a heretic, and every other race in the universe is supposed to be exterminated. So it's super fascist, right?
wow.
Yeah. And it's just like, it's meant to be like a dark future. It says that on the box,
Yeah.
but like the players, and a lot of them Republicans, think like this is like a model for society.
No, I think it was a model after Hitler.
No, it's modeled after Thatcherism in the 80s, honestly.
Oh, Thatcher.
It was a send up of Thatcherism. It really was.
That's true. Yeah.
Because it came from the UK. But like nowadays, like they had to come out and be like, listen, guys, you can't come to our events dressed up like a Nazi.
No.
People were dressed up as Space Marines, but with like swastikas on them and shit. And it's just like they had to like explain that this is not meant to be the best outcome for humanity. This is the darkest possible future. And that's why they're like this. It's sort of like why Red Hats hate Ron Swanson now, because they love the character. And when the actor came out and he was just a normal guy, they were just like, fuck off.
Yeah. He's hilarious, normal guy.
No, he's he needs to do some new stuff. I think he needs to get him more jobs.
Did you listen to his podcast?
He has a podcast?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's like bedtime stories for something. Nerds?
Bedtime stories for nerds.
I'll have to look it up. It's
Look it up.
hilarious.
No, that's
Yeah.
I'll check that out.
Yeah, I have to Google it right now. All
I'm
this internet
so-
access, and I'm not using it.
You're using it to communicate with me.
Nick Offerman podcast.
Offer man.
Oh, he's done a bunch.
I know he's been a guest on a ton of them. But I have
Yeah.
so many podcasts. I'm barely getting to the end of December right now. I'm so far behind.
Yeah.
I'm just adding to the pile of podcasts that people have to listen to now by
You
adding
are.
my own.
Yeah. This one specifically, though, is the best one. All right.
So is it going into the chat or something? Oh, this one, yes.
This one. The one we're recording.
The BITCHELL test.
Yeah.
Scientifically the best.
Yep.
So that is, I always have to ask you what the fuck we're talking about.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is new friend.
You brought this one up.
New
It's
friend.
about your new best friend.
New best friend.
Yeah.
And I'm just really happy with how it's all going. We dovetail really well, to each other. And I was heading right back into the same issue before. Like I was trying to date. I was really into this lady on the dating app, right?
Yeah.
And she was yeah. We said we were going to talk about this, but I'm sorry. This is tangential to
Okay.
a certain country we mentioned before.
Oh, no.
And she is literally the chair of gender studies at Boston University. And, you know, I think she's a tenured professor. She's extremely she's written a bunch of papers and books and stuff. And she's half Native American and half Israeli. She's half Jewish. And in her profile, she was like, hey, this is just before the war kicked off in Gaza.
Yeah.
The whatever you want to call it, that is. It's not really a war. But she was like, hey, I'm a Zionist and I believe in this. And, you know, if you can't handle that, you know, and then step off. And I was like, you know, I was gaga because she was hot. She was smart. She had a big, important job at a university. I was all there.
Yeah.
This is what I think I need. So we started chatting. This started in like early November, and we chatted all the way through to like, you know, close to the end of the year. Because I wasn't sure that like this was kicking off with my new friend, really. We were just chatting at that point. Yeah. And we argued every point of the history of Israeli-Palestinian relations.
Oh.
Because we were having like really good chats and all the stuff and just being really like on top of each other. And just not on top of each other, but like, you know, we have a lot of things in common and we really liked each other. We, you know, but then it just turned to this. He was like, well, now it's time to test you on your politics. And I was like, whatever, you know, you're on my phone, you know, I don't know. But it got really deep, you know, and I ended up basically getting her to concede the fact that maybe a ceasefire would be in the best interest of all parties.
Yeah.
And so we came to an agreement on that. And it was like right before Christmas. So I said, hey, how about coffee? Because I asked this like 8 times. And she was like, you know, it's the holidays and I'm not really dating right now.
So no.
What the fuck? I literally like read and like all everything I could about the history of Gaza and the history of the Palestinians and all this stuff to flesh out my points. Like there were thousands of words written in defense of the Palestinians, or at least in the concept of the Palestinians, you know?
Yeah.
Because she didn't like, she was leftist. She didn't like Netanyahu, didn't like the government in Israel, didn't like a lot of things that were going on there. So we had a lot in common, right?
Yeah.
But this current thing was like, she was like all for it or no coffee times, naked or otherwise. So it was just the weirdest thing I went through. And like, you know, I know she was smart, but it felt like had all the hallmarks of like a CIA interrogation, you know? It was like, it was very, very intense. And like, you know, I really got the deeper understanding of everything she was talking about. And she got a deeper understanding of everything I was explaining. But it was like, it ended in just nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know much about what's going on, the history and that kind of stuff. So I don't.
We can all agree that
I
it
can
sucks.
talk about it.
It sucks.
It sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
But what I do know is that murdering people, no matter what your cause, is wrong.
Yeah, it's weird how, you know, both groups are really religious. Both groups are like down for wholesale murder in all or in part. You know, it's like,
yeah, I don't get that part.
It's very like, okay then. And I guess you could look at like, you know, people are like comparing it to, the Troubles in Ireland, you know, because they were very religious people and they were both bombing each other for 20 years over occupation of Northern Ireland. But it's like, yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. You know, everybody knows, you know, atheists will tell you that God is the reason people die on a whole in history, you know?
It is held up as a reason for so much. For today.
Exactly.
What are God's pronouns?
They.
I don't know. Never got to ask him.
Nope. He's absent right now. He's out to lunch for the past 8,000 years, according to biblical history.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I don't know. I think she was just really needed a clearinghouse for her thoughts, and I guess that was fine.
Yeah.
But it just
not what you were looking for.
Well, you know, it really was like I wanted that intense kind of like,
oh, okay,
because I am like extremely. I like discussion. I like debate. I like, conversation. Obviously,
Yeah.
you and me do that, and it's like all this sort of like, dialectic sort of was really exciting to me. And she was hot.
Yeah.
And she was very wealthy and had a massive pension, which I just recently lost in a recent legal proceeding. I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah. Okay.
So I could use a new one. So why not go back to academia? Let's go.
Yeah.
But I don't know. She seemed to have like all the markers for like what I wanted. And when that blew up, I was just like, well, that was fun. But now I'm going to try something different. So I got off the dating app. I just went to, a group, an event held by like-minded individuals, and met somebody who's very different. And not to say she's not successful or something or whatever like that, but like, she's just comes from a very different place. I don't want to get into details again because I really don't have permission to talk about this person at all, but it's not someone I would have guessed myself being with. And I think that's making all the difference.
I mean, I could say the same thing about where I'm at in life right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just keep an open mind, I guess.
Well, it's all, having an open mind, and I know you can gun for something, and it's at that point, almost the hunt is more important than the capture, right? The hunt is like getting it or having it and saying you had it is good, but then you're stuck with it. And you're not sure if like the stalking and the capturing of it is going to be as fun as the being with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense. I don't know about our listeners. I hope they think it makes sense.
Well,
it's
more
important to go out there and just experience and pursue what you think you want. Worst case scenario, you discover it's not what you want. But now you know that.
Well, maybe I did.
If you don't do that, how can you ever know?
Exactly.
What you don't want.
Exactly. So it was like, it was a weirdly, it all happened over text, It was weirdly intense. But like, I remember having these exact sort of dialectical kind of fencing matches with my old best friend. And I thought they were amazing. And we both learned a lot from it. But,
Did old best friend think they were amazing or just frustrating? Right? Like, that's the other half of that question.
Old best friend had
You might have enjoyed it immensely, but old best friend might have been like, oh, I
never
hate this guy.
I never started these things, I swear to God.
Okay.
But they wanted to be right. And I just had, I just have something to say about it, and I have a very reasoned way to talk about this stuff. I don't go off half-cocked,
No.
Especially when it's something I've thought a lot about, in this case, like the plight of the Palestinians, So, I don't know. I feel like that stuff matters. Me and you never had that problem.
No.
I don't think
Possibly because I never dig deep into these types of issues.
Well, no, but I think we agree on so much.
We do agree on a lot.
We do agree on so much.
We have a lot of the same, like, political views and
we have a lot of the
stuff.
same
I think
interests.
it comes with just like being in this area.
Think so?
Yeah, there's this sort of like more diversity, exposed to more different thoughts and opinions, and so I have a mindset of being like open.
I guess you would have a
willing
contrast,
to talk
right?
to people, and compared to back when I lived out west, where there is no diversity where I used to live.
You don't live that. You didn't live all the way out west. You have to tell people that.
Like mostly out west.
You were like right after
Idaho.
the Rocky Mountains.
In the Rocky Mountains.
Oh, were you? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I was
people
west
think,
of the Rocky Mountains.
They think California's extremely progressive. So if you say out west,
No. I was in the grand state of Idaho, which is as Republican as they come.
Really, as red as
because it's made out of land. and one old white dude. So
Native land.
yeah, it's just
Wow.
one old white dude, and yeah, like there's no diversity. There's nowhere you can really go, save for like maybe one or two of the most populated cities, which really aren't that populated when you compare it to like other states.
It's like an Austin, Texas situation where like it's cool if you stay in the right neighborhood.
Yeah. So it's very isolated, and the only viewpoint you ever see is that Republican viewpoint. Now you could argue you never see that Republican viewpoint out here, but I would disagree because I have some neighbors.
You have
put up some
neighbors?
signs.
You have neighbors.
I got some neighbors. I have so many neighbors. You have no idea.
Right. Well, I don't know. Like you can find those people everywhere, but we just outnumber them out here, you know?
Well, they're outnumbered, but like there's other viewpoints too that don't fall into those boxes of Democrat and Republican.
Sure.
The people whose voices aren't being heard at all on either side.
No, of course.
So
I don't agree with
get all
everything.
the exposure out here, and you can like see like, oh wait, maybe I'm wrong about this.
Some of the stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't love everything the Democratic Party does. Believe me, you know.
Oh God, no.
In our false binary political system, though, there's only one way you can go and not be a cretin, you know?
Yeah.
But of course, our Democratic president is underwriting the entire thing going on in Gaza. It's not like Trump wouldn't, but we don't have a choice when it comes to that.
We literally won't.
It's guy who does it or guy who also does it. It's like, fuck.
But one of them was picked by the Democratic Party, and that one was Republican.
It's true. They have different colors. It's associated with them.
Different animals.
Different animals. Oh, that's right, the animals.
Yeah.
Elephant's always going to beat a donkey in a straight up fight, though. It's too
probably.
bad. We need to have like a
too
dinosaur or something that's stronger than an elephant.
Could be the
donkey saur.
I don't remember the Green Party's values, but maybe they could adopt a dinosaur and have a fighting chance of getting a third party candidate in.
I was
That's the only one that comes to mind.
somebody made a party emblem with a screaming possum.
Oh,
For everyone who's not all the people left of Donkey Land.
sounds like the guy that lives under my shed. A possum.
Oh, you have a possum under there?
I have.
Does he scream for you?
No. Screams at me.
He's too happy.
Go inside. Leave me alone. There was a raccoon that took up shelter under my shed for a while too. I don't know who's under there right this minute.
That old shed.
Oh, it might be the woodchuck.
It's like a grand old inn for the woodland creatures of Rhode Island.
Yeah. Like I know they're living under there because all the plants that are like right next to the one spot the animals can fit under there are just like dead.
Right.
They've just trampled them.
Yep. Well,
I want the skunks to move back in because they were really cute.
Skunks are cute, but they do smell.
They're very cute. They smell, but they smell like coffee.
What?
Yeah.
If my
Do you not know
skunk smelled
this?
like coffee, this would be better like property values in this neighborhood.
Like the difference between a coffee smell and a skunk smell is like one molecule.
Is it really?
Yeah, and to me, they're awfully similar.
I don't smell them the same way. Obviously, I'm a coffee lover and a skunk avoider. So.
And they also smell like the herbs and spices my neighbors like to smoke in their car with the windows open.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
It does smell a little bit like herbs and spices.
Herbs and spices.
11 herbs and spices.
11 herbs and spices. Special sauce.
Herbo. So that's my new friend.
Yeah.
Things are going well.
Good. That's fantastic. I hope things keep going well for you.
Yeah, it's early days, but
it is.
There's nothing so far that seems out of place,
I survived January. I'm taking it as a win.
We're gonna do January try to kill your family.
Well, I mean, I already kind of mentioned that, right?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I mean, you got wrecked and your spouse fell down the stairs.
Yeah, and I was just sitting there on the 31st thinking, like, are we gonna like make it? Are we gonna see February 1st? I was like, I got anxious about it, so I stayed up until midnight.
There you go. You had to keep your eye on it to make sure that it left.
Oh God, yeah, and then it did, and then I wished somebody a happy February, And then someone else was like, yeah, it's 1 month of the year where you get the worst deal on rent. And I was like, oh. Thanks for making it a bummer already.
Well, you own your house, but yeah, I guess you're thinking about all the people who rent.
Well, even then, like, I'm still paying off my mortgage.
Oh, yeah, but at that
It
point...
is people who rent, though.
It's
It is, like, a really good point. But also, like, it's sandwiched between two of the best months. And we get 29 days this month, not 28.
Oh, do we have a leap year?
Yeah, it's a leap year.
Leap year!
Yeah.
A whole extra day to waste. I can't wait.
If anybody who was born on February 29th finally gets to have their birthday.
I know. It's the joke, right?
Yeah.
He's 4 years old. It's like, what do you mean?
Every
Oh,
4 years,
16.
you have like an epic party. Everyone has to bring you a gift valued like $400.
Because $100
the
is the
cake
minimum.
has to have 4
year.
tiers, one for every year.
No, that's good.
Yeah,
I like it.
$400 minimum.
We're at an hour and a half already. It feels like we just started.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, then.
So, like, only because, like, I know how long I've been sitting because my back is telling me how long I've been sitting.
Oh, no. I thought this was like I have to pee again situation.
My tailbone hurts.
My tailbone hurts when I sit on my gaming chair for too long, but it's like I don't notice it until I move.
No, I really notice it like a lot more than I used to because I'm like hyper aware.
Yeah, you gotta be.
That I hurt myself, and now it's sort of like, uh-oh, did I break it? Is it time to go to the hospital and die? Kind of low grade panic 24/7.
Well, it all depends on whether or not you can still use the bathroom.
Could.
If you can use the bathroom, stay
I was
home.
betrayed that one time. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I get nervous.
I remember.
Am I gonna get up this time? I don't know.
I remember the bathroom terrors.
Oh.
My muscle wasn't very low, but it was low enough, you know.
Yeah.
Where it was like, this could be the end of me, you know.
Yep. No.
Not fun.
Yeah, that and the radiator is right next to the toilet, and we got it fixed a few years ago, so now it's on.
Yeah.
Which makes the toilet warm. But if you bump it with your naked butt, you get like 5th degree burns.
Oh my God. You had your bathroom like this terror chamber.
It's a little bit of a horror. Yeah.
The cat box,
it's a bit
the
of a
radiator.
torture chamber. Oh, the cat box is in there too.
Yeah, I know.
The cats don't like it when you close the door, and one of them knows how to open that door specifically.
Wow.
And I was in there earlier, and
No
she was
privacy.
like pulling on the bottom edge, and I was like, "Don't do it."
3rd degree burns.
Don't do it.
CIA should have had this during the war on
privacy.
terror. They would have gotten out all the secrets.
Why do cats want so desperately to be in the bathroom with you when you close the door? What is that?
I don't want to just...
I think any bathroom I go in, I close the door. They're outside waiting.
I don't know. I'll tell you what I know. I'll give you my experience. My cat cuddles up with my butt while I sleep. I don't know why. I end up sleeping on my side, and my cat wants to be right by my butt. And every time I fart, he starts purring.
Oh, God.
It's like, oh, God.
Kitty's into
Animal.
the weird stuff. Okay.
I don't know what it is.
Mine just wants to sleep on my face.
She just wants to, yeah. That's the breath stealing cats of Slavic legend.
Yeah, she started doing a new thing over the holiday break. She'd come in and she'd hop in the bed and she'd run up and she'd start licking my lips.
Your cat's just like,
I'm just
what
like,
off-putting thing can I do today?
can you not? And like if I'm like asleep and my mouth is open, she'll lick my teeth.
I don't know what to tell you, man. Your cat is a special.
And if we close the
little
door,
bean.
she scratches it for 8 hours straight. It's so loud.
We already did cat stories.
I know, I have so many.
I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
been
cat
months.
stories. We got to talk about me farting and have it not be about me. That's interesting.
Oh no.
Great bit farts.
Yeah. So
Hashtag.
you know that your cat likes to cuddle up next to you when you're asleep.
Well, he doesn't want to be near my top of me and near the feet. You know, I have an entire
Right in the
body.
middle. What does that mean though? Like, because it's like if the cat sleeps next to your head, it means that they want you to protect them, and if they sleep by your feet, they are protecting you.
Is that it?
if they're sleeping by your midsection, are they just hoping you'll go first? Like,
Yeah, probably. Yeah, he wants to eat my face.
what's that?
He's waiting for snacks. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know either.
But
yeah, does
sounds
he?
like this is coming slowly to a close.
Does he demand to be in the bathroom with you though?
No.
Hmm.
I didn't fade it in.
That's okay.
Why
it's
isn't
fine.
this working?
It's working. I heard
I'm
it.
gonna fade it in now. So it's time to go.
Oh,
You can tell by the music that's slowly fading in.
yeah. You don't want to talk about cat anymore. I got it.
I don't know. I've told you the story a bunch of times. Like every single party I go to where people start talking about cats, it's time to leave. You know, there's just nothing else to say. My cat ate.
But it's a cat party.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not a cat party. It's a party
Cat
for
party.
people. And he's talking about your cats. So like the last
You
musical you
will-
went to, musicals and cats, I'm gone.
Yeah, you won't survive my parties then, because that's all I talk about.
You talk about like Phantom of the Opera.
My cats.
You're different.
The meowical.
The musical, Cats the musical.
Meow.
Memories. You know who loves musicals?
No.
Donald Trump.
No!
He is a Broadway fan through and through.
No!
Before-
Don't ruin musicals for me.
No, it's time to ruin them. I'm sorry, they suck anyway.
No!
Before his
Oh.
before his rallies, he plays Phantom of the Opera.
I'm canceling my
Every
musical account.
Time. Donald Trump
Canceling
plays
musicals.
the soundtrack to Phantom of the Opera before he comes out on stage.
Gross.
I'm sorry, it's just the truth.
Ugh.
But that was the BITCHELL test.
It was. We're back.
We're back. We're doing it
Right.
different now.
I guess. It was awesome.
I don't know. I think we got into the flow a few times.
Yeah.
They did have to think about me farting, which I think is a low point.
Depends on the listener.
My cat listens, and I know he's going to give us a great review. More fart talk, please. Signed,
One paw.
Kitamine. Yeah.
Ketamine. Great name.
Yes, this is very good. Well, how do we do this?
I think we just stopped the stream.
Well,
I mean, the recording.
we stopped. It's not the stream is the recording. The recording is the stream.
It is.
But we have to fade out the music too.
Oh, and I have to be quiet.
And or run to the bathroom. That's another tradition we have.
Oh no, I went beforehand.
Oh, good for you. Actually, last 3 times we had to deal with this. I was like,
I know, I
"Did
got-
you go
I got my
before
act
the stream?"
together.
You're like, yes. I'm like, well, jeez.
No, I did it right.
All right, good. You did it hard enough so that you don't have to go now. Or you're lying.
I'm not in the bathroom.
Oh, are you at your desk?
Yeah.
So yeah. Like, you should record from the couch next time or something.
God, that would hurt.
Wait a minute. I thought the couch was easier than the desk.
No.
What the
bye.
fuck's going on? Oh yeah, we gotta be quiet.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.